Oh, it's a beautiful morning, and the first morning in 3 or 4 days where it is not overcast and drizzling. So I know that our bees are going to be out very, very soon. And so I brought them out another canister in the garden. This is my garden feeder for the protein powder. I have other canisters out closer to the hives, large ones like 55-gallon drums with feed in it, so that they never go dry, and they're on their sides and to the point where they don't get wet when it does rain. This area gets wet when it rains, so I never put it out during a rain. So if I can check like the forecast and know that it is about to rain soon, I just don't refill this feeder until I know that we're not going to have any moisture for a period of time. You'll see that I kind of like spilled some out on the ground and stuff, and that doesn't matter. The bees will clean this up, I promise. Hey, so this is Monica with King's Titan Homestead, and this morning I video me putting the powder into these metal flowers. And so I just wanted to show how much they've consumed through the day. And they're not done yet. The temperature's just starting to drop. I think it's all getting close to 5 o'clock. But they were all over the place. And I have a photo to show from earlier today. I was also recently asked about my greenhouses. Now, this is just something I threw up a couple days ago. A replacement for that one was purchased, but not realizing they don't make the 26-foot replacement, they only make a 20-foot replacement. So we are using one of the old frames, greenhouse frames, or chicken coop frames that I got from a friend of mine before he left for Oregon. I bought this frame from him when he was moving. So we're going to try this, but the thing is I need to get some thermometers for inside of the greenhouses to see exactly how low the temperatures are getting on the interior. Now, I mentioned how this had some issues on how this green stuff here falls apart, and all that's left behind is the green mesh, and as you can see, all the plastic's falling out. Well, I have another plastic on the inside of that, and then on the other side I had purchased some more fragments, sorry about the sun, sections of the white. Again, it's only going to last one season, but the best place here, if you're in the Tucson area, the best place is the 99-cent bargain warehouse over near Drexel and Nogales Highway. This is going to be your best place for getting the replacement. And then what I did is, so half of the sheet fit, so I just did this kind of thing. I pull, it's got grommets on it, which is really nice. This side actually shows it better. We got the grommets on it that are to hold it down. And this one took two of the, you can buy it by different sections. They sell shade cloth and they sell greenhouse cloth. So it's cheap. We'll have to replace it again, but I haven't had luck with any of the plastics either. Our Arizona climate just tears everything up. So my lowest temperature I think that I had this year so far is 19. We did get a little, some plants got a little toasty. The tomatoes got a little touched on the very tops of them, as you can see. And one of the succulents got a little toasty, Mother Millions. But as you can tell, they're coming right back. So for the most part, it did really well. There's pineapple plants in here, and they are totally fine. This Hamlin orange was in here, and it is totally fine. You might notice that loquat in the corner there. That's damage from way back in the summertime. It got hurt really bad by the sun. Had it in the wrong spot. So it's in here. Hopefully it'll recuperate. I'm not quite sure what else got a little toasty. This was a morning glory tree, and it lost all its leaves. It got curled up and got toasted. It might have been a little too close to the side, near the plastic, or it also might have got a little toasted from a fertilizer that I used. I'm not quite sure. I also have all of these veggies in here, but they're mostly cabbages and brassicas and things that can withstand cold weather anyway. And when it comes down to growing seedlings, I do a secondary enclosure like this. And so some people have already seen this. This is just kind of an overview because I've just been asked about my greenhouse. So I've got some beautiful lettuces that I've been munching on. So yeah, everything, it's working great for me. And I plan on getting that other one going here very shortly because, well, first I got to finish this one. I'm going to be adding, so we got these tanks in here, and I'm going to be adding like work tables to get the plants up off the ground, and then I can put some of my other things up underneath the tables. So all kinds of plans here coming up. For anybody who's wondering, this is I think they call it silverberry. Let me double check. Yes, silverberry, Ebbing silverberry. This is a great plant to put in for honeybees. It gets these really awesome little flowers. I got it for my birthday, but around my birthday there was a lot of freezing temperatures, and I just wanted to keep it in here until I can get it in the ground. It's supposed to be good to about 5 degrees, so I should get to planting. One of my pet peeves at a lot of the nurseries, or not nurseries, botanical garden type places that I go to, such as the Desert Museum, Tohono Chul Park, is like having a plant and then not have an identification on it. A while back I was at the Desert Museum, took beautiful pictures of this plant blooming these really gorgeous yellow flowers. It was in the avian area, and so I was like, oh, I want one of those, and I posted it on Facebook. Nobody knew what it was, and I finally found it at the Tohono Chul Nursery. This is a San Marcos cotton plant from Mexico. So I just added these 4. They came in bare root from Willis Nursery, and they are 2 regular Fuyu persimmons and 2 giant Fuyu persimmons. And so I consulted with my dad, and he said to give them a head start, I should put them in containers inside the greenhouse and then transplant them after dangers of the last frost. So they come, they're pretty tall. They come almost up. I'm pretty happy with these. They seem to have a better root structure. They looked a lot healthier than the ones that I had gotten from Dave's nursery last year that did not make it. So I've got my fingers crossed on these because we absolutely love persimmons. And the last newest addition is this Bear's Lime. Amanda has one of these, my friend Amanda, who grows a lot of my starts for me. She has one of these, and oh my goodness, if you could smell, if you just rub on the petals and smell your hands, oh, you should just smell this. It is fabulous. It is one of the strongest oily essential oils of lime that I've ever smelled. And it's called a Bear's Lime, and the limes are absolutely delicious. Her tree is quite lovely, beautiful. The bees love it, of course, when it blossoms, and she gets a lot of great limes off of it. And she's just a little bit warmer than me, so I'm kind of hoping this is going to do okay. I'm going to probably keep transplanting it keeping it inside the greenhouse during winters for a while because it's such a baby.